Okay. Hey everyone, so this is Liz from Strength and Grace, 4/11/2020, coming to you live with the noon vinyasa flow. So just so you guys know, if you haven't taken any of my classes recently, make sure you play your own music. I'm uploading everything to YouTube, so I've got to watch the music that I play. This is going to be a seated warm-up, some vigorous standing postures, back bends, options for arm balances, and then as always, a nice little shavasana at the end. So we're going to start out in Sukhasana. I'm going to get my music going, and then we'll all meet together there. So again, playing your own music, going at your own pace, right? This is yoga, it's your time on your mat. Rolling your shoulders down and back, extending up through the crown of your head. Begin to breathe in and out through the nose. Deep inhales. Deep exhales. Relaxing your jaw. Connecting first with the breath here. If the mind wanders, just come back to the breath. Making each inhale and exhale a little bit longer, a little bit deeper than the last. And then moving into that Ujjayi breath, the victorious breath, inhaling, expanding the belly, expanding the ribs, expanding the chest. On the exhale, exhale from the chest to the ribs, to the belly, finally concaving. So inhaling and filling up from bottom to top. Exhaling and emptying from top to bottom. Great, and then on the next exhale, releasing the chin to the chest. Bringing the right ear over to the right shoulder. If you have no neck issues, inhaling the head back, left ear to left shoulder, and then exhaling from left shoulder to right shoulder in the front. If you have neck issues, just keeping the head in front, rolling shoulder to shoulder. Otherwise, we inhale back, exhale forward. And then switching directions, still exhaling forward, inhaling back. Great, coming back up to center. Then bringing those shoulders up towards your ears. Inhale, roll the shoulders back and down the spine. Exhale, roll forward enough. So again, we're inhaling and rolling back and down. We're exhaling, rolling forward enough. And then switch directions. Inhale, shoulders back and up the spine. Exhale, forward and down. Great, and lengthening up through the spine. Inhaling the right arm up back behind you, taking the left hand onto the outside of the right leg. Inhale, lengthen up through the spine, exhale through the crown. On the exhale, twist, gazing over right shoulder. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, twist. Then inhaling, coming back around to center, exhale. Inhale, the left arm up, back, behind, taking the right hand onto the outside of the left leg. Again, inhale, lengthen. Exhale, twist. Again, gazing over that left shoulder. And then inhaling, coming back around to center. Rocking up, hands and knees, tabletop position. So in tabletop, hands directly below the shoulders, knees directly below the hips, tops of your feet are down, eyes of your elbows are facing forward. Inhaling, releasing the belly down, puffing the chest out, looking up. Exhale, round your back, tuck your tail, release your head. So using your breath here to guide you in cat-cow, inhaling, belly down, puffing out, looking up. Exhaling, rounding and tucking. Great, and then coming back to center, inhaling, left arm, right leg, bird dog, reach to the right heel, left middle finger, no sinking in the right shoulder. On the exhale, hand and knee down to the mat, around the back, elbow to knee. And then inhale, lengthen back out. Taking one more. Great, and then releasing that right knee down, bringing that left hand to the left ear. Inhale, open up to the left side, okay? On the exhale, bring the left elbow to the right wrist. And then inhale, lengthen back up. Exhale, elbow to rest. Taking one more. Great, releasing hand down, readjusting if needed. Then inhaling, right arm, left leg, bird dog. So again, heel, middle finger, no sinking in the left shoulder. On the exhale, down to the mat, around the back, up to knee. And then inhale, lengthen back out. Taking one more. Releasing that left knee down, taking that right hand to the right ear. Inhale, open up to the right side. On the exhale, bringing the right elbow to left wrist. And then inhaling, lengthening back up. Exhale, elbow to wrist. Taking one more. Releasing that right hand down. Bring those knees wide. Big toes together. Inhale, lengthen through the spine. On the exhale, release the sit bones back. Let the arms come out in front. Wide-legged child's pose. Taking several breaths here. Knowing that you can come to child's pose at any time during the practice, right? This is your time on your mat. And then inhaling, coming back up, hands back underneath the shoulders, knees back underneath the hips. Curl your toes under. On the exhale, push back, downward facing dog. Roll your shoulder blades towards your armpits. Push up and back through your hips. Weight in your fingertips, not in your wrist. Head is relaxed, ears are aligned with the arms. If you want, you can begin to pedal out your feet, walk your dog, lift one heel, bend that knee, and bend the other. And then on the exhale, let those heels go back as far as they may. Squeeze the front of the thighs, lengthen out the spine. Perhaps let the hips just sway from side to side here. Great, and then gazing at your hands, bending your knees, stepping your feet up to meet. Inhaling to a halfway lift, flatten out your back, extend out through your crown. Exhale, fold, bend your knees, left elbow right hand, right elbow left. Release the head in between and begin to rock here from side to side in ragdoll. Knees are bent, head is heavy, just let it go, you guys. So today's practice is all kind of about strength here, an inner strength. Tapping into that force within all of us. And letting those hands go all the way down, keeping those knees bent, head still heavy. Beginning to inhale and roll up, ever so slowly. One vertebrae at a time. Coming into Tadasana, roll your shoulders down and back, extend up through the crown of your head, reach through your fingertips, internally rotate your thighs. Inhale your arms up. Exhale, swan dive down, lead with the chest. Inhale, halfway lift, flatten it out. Bend the knees, bring the hands down, step back plank, high push-up position. So holding plank here, releasing to the knees, up to you. If you're holding, all 10 toes are down, spine is long, core is engaged, breathing. Good, then shifting your weight forward, knees down, tops of the feet, legs together. Exhale, modified chaturanga, all the way down. Inhaling, rising up, cobra. Shoulders are back, down, and away. Pull the chest forward, open up the heart, push through the tops of the feet. Exhale, downward facing dog. Roll shoulders, push up and back. Gaze at the hands, step, hop, float to your feet forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale. Fold. Inhale, reverse swan dive all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, swan dive. Inhale, halfway lift. Step back plank. Knees down or not. Exhale, chaturanga. Nice and slow. Inhale, upward facing dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Roll shoulders, push up and back. Gaze at the hands, step, hop, float the feet forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, reverse swan dive all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, swan dive down. Inhale, halfway lift. Step back plank. Knees down or not. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale the right leg up and back and push through the heel. On the exhale, bring the right knee to the right elbow. And then inhale, bring it back up. Exhale, knee to elbow. Use that breath. And then inhale, lengthen it, push up, push up, push up. Exhale, right foot comes through to right hand. Left foot is on those toes, hands on either side. Inhale, rise up, high lunge. Shoulders rolled back, down, and away. Opening up that heart. Right leg at 90 degrees, knee over ankle, breathing. So again, you can stay here, or on the exhale, push through that right heel. Bring that left leg up to Vrikasana. Okay, tree pose. Foot either at the calf, ankle, or upper thigh. Okay, then we're going to inhale, come back into high lunge. Exhale, back up into Vrikasana. And we're going to inhale, come back into high lunge. Bring those hands on down. Step. Right foot back to meet the left. Knees down or not. Exhale. chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Roll shoulders, push up and back. Inhale that left leg back, push through the heel. On the exhale, left knee to left elbow. And then inhale back up again here. Taking one more. Then pushing through that left heel. On the exhale, left foot comes through to left hand. If it gets stuck, just take hold. Bring it up. Hands on either side. Right foot is on those toes. Inhale, rise up, high lunge. Roll your shoulders down and back. Open up. Pushing through that left heel here, squaring yourself to the front. So again, you can stay here or push through that left heel. On the exhale, coming up. Vrikasana. Again, foot, calf, upper thigh, or ankle, never on the knee. Okay, and then we're going to inhale. Come on back. Exhale. Come on up. Inhaling, coming on back, high lunge. Bring those hands on down. Step it back. Knees down or not. Exhale. Chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog or cobra. Again, pulling forward, opening up. Exhale, downward facing dog. Roll your shoulders. Push up and back. Gaze at the hands. Step up, float your feet forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, reverse swan dive all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, your arms up. Exhale, swan dive down, lead with the chest. Inhale, halfway lift. Step back plank. Knees down or not. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Feet together in the back. Inhale your right leg up, bend the right knee, stack the right hip, open up. Exhale, right knee to left elbow. Inhale, come on back up. And then inhaling, stacking, 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 open, open, open. Exhale, right foot comes through, right hand. Left foot grounds out, 60 to 90. Heel to arch, hands on instep. Windmill up. Virabhadrasana 2, warrior 2. Make sure you're grounding out through the outside edge of that left foot, pushing through that left pinky in particular. Hips open to the side, shoulders rolled. Back down and away, Virabhadrasana 2. Gazing at that right hand, reaching. Reaching, arm on leg, outside, inside, block or not, Parsvakonasana, side angle. Now really open up here, reaching up, actively pushing through that left foot. You can stay here, or bring that left arm over the head, pinky side down, into extended Utthita Parsvakonasana. Then you can stay here if you want. You can take that left arm and thread it behind you to grab the inside of that right thigh, perhaps, okay? And then you can stay there, or take that right arm and thread it and grab the outer part of that right thigh. And then releasing that hold, letting it go, gazing up at that left hand. Inhale, rise. Gaze over the right. Windmill it. Step it back. Knees down or not. Exhale. Chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog, feet together in the back. Inhale the right leg up, bend the left knee leg up, bend the knee, stack the hip, open up. On the exhale, left knee to right elbow. Inhale, back up. One more here. Good, then inhale, stack, 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 open, open, open. Exhale, left foot sweeps through, left hand. Right foot 60 to 90, heel to arch. Hands on instep. Windmill up. Virabhadrasana 2, warrior 2. Again, hips open to the side. Ground through the outside edge of that right foot. Open up those hips, left knee over ankle. Shoulders rolled back, down and away. Gaze over left hand. Virabhadrasana 2. Good, we're going to gaze at that left hand and reach, reach, reach. Arm on leg, outside, inside, block or not, Parsvakonasana. Side angle, really opening up here. And you can stay here, that right arm can go over the head, pinky side down to extended. Utthita Parsvakonasana. And then you can stay there if you want. That right arm can come around behind you. Grab the inside of that left thigh. And then let that left arm come around behind you and grab the outside of that left thigh. Good, and then if you have that hold, release it. Bring that right arm back up. We gaze. Inhale, rise. Gaze over the left. Windmill. Step it back. Knees down or not. Exhale. Chaturanga. Inhale. Upward facing dog or cobra. Exhale. Downward facing dog. Roll shoulders. Push up and back. Gaze at the hands, step, hop, float to your feet forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, reverse swan dive all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, swan dive. Inhale, halfway lift. Step back plank. Okay, so we're going to take it slow. If you've ever taken my classes before, especially the vinyasas, I like to savor my chaturangas. So knees down or not, we take a big inhale, and then we exhale for cha, ta, ra, ga, dan, da, sa, na. Oh my God, you guys, so good. Inhale, upward facing dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog, feet together in the back. Inhale the the right leg up, bend the knee, stack the hip, open up. On the exhale, right foot comes through just short of right hand. Left foot 60 to 90, heel to arch, hands in step. Windmill up, short, Virabhadrasana 2. Straighten it out. Open up those hips. Squeeze the front of those thighs. Gaze over that right middle finger. We inhale, reach. Exhale, fold. Take the time. Lengthen, release. Hand on shin, foot. Outside, inside, block or not. Now pay attention to the right ribs by lengthening out through that right shoulder. Reach up through that left hand for Trikonasana. Push that left hip back. Then you can stay here, or perhaps on the inhale, raise yourself onto that right heel. Bring up those toes, and then exhale, come on down. Great, and letting those right toes come all the way down. Gaze at that right foot, bend the right knee, right thumb, right pinky toe. Out in front, 6 to 8 inches, so on a bone and a half, you can use a block. Inhale, rise up, Ardha Chandrasana, half moon pose. Stack that left hip on top of the right, push through that left heel. Reach up actively through that left hand. So you can stay here, perhaps pulsing that left leg up and down. Nice. Good, and then gazing down at that right foot, bend the right knee, release the left foot back, coming back in, Trikonasana. Gaze at the left hand, inhale, rise. Gaze over the right, bend the knee, windmill down. Step it back, we take it slow again. So knees down or not, we smile first, always we inhale, exhale for cha, ta, ra, ga, dan, da, sa, na. Oh yeah. Inhale, upward facing dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog, feet together in the back. Inhale that left leg up, bend the knee, Stack the hip, open up. On the exhale, left foot comes through, again, short of left hand. Right foot 60 to 90, heel to arch, hands on instep. Windmill up, short Virabhadrasana 2. Straighten out both legs. Open up those hips, squeeze the front of the thighs. Left hand is where we gaze as we inhale, reach. Exhale, fold. Lengthen, release, take your time. Hand on shin, foot, outside, inside, block or not. And again, pay attention to those left ribs. Lengthen out here, pull through that left shoulder for Trikonasana. Triangle pose, opening it up. And again, you can stay here on the inhale, coming up onto the heel, and then on the exhale, coming on down. Great. And then gazing down at that left foot, bend the left knee, left thumb, left pinky toe. Out in front, 6-8 inches. Again, you can use a block here. Inhale, rise up, Ardha Chandrasana, half moon pose. Stack that right hip on top of the left, push through the heel, reach up through that right hand. And then you can stay here, pulse that right leg up and down. Very small pulses here. Great, and then gazing down at that left foot, bend the left knee, release the right foot back, coming back in, Trikonasana. Gaze up at that right hand, inhale, rise. Gaze over the left, bend the knee, windmill it, step it back. Knees down or not, we take it slow. We say, I love you, Chaturanga, and we go, cha, ta, ra, ga. Done. Oh my God, you guys, let's start over again because it's just so good. Inhale, exhale, cha, ta, ra, ga, done, da, sa, na. Inhale, upward facing dog or cobra, pulling forward, opening up. Exhale, downward facing dog, roll shoulders, push up and back. Gazing at the hands, step hop, float the feet forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, reverse swan dive all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, your arms up. Exhale, swan dive down, lead with the chest. Inhale, halfway lift, step back plank. You want to go slow again, you guys? I want to go slow again because I just love it so much. This is about strength here, finding strength within. And knowing that if you need to, you go to your knees and you do what you can where you are till you get to where you can go even further. So we inhale, exhale for cha, ta, ra, ga, done, da, sa, na. Inhale, upward facing dog or cobra, again, pulling forward, opening it up. Exhale, downward facing dog, roll shoulders, push up and back. Inhale that right leg back, push through the heel. On the exhale, right foot comes through to the outside of the right hand. Left leg can go down if needed, okay? So you can modify here with that left leg and releasing it down if it's too much. If you want to go deeper, keeping left leg up, coming down onto the forearms. Watching that right knee over ankle here. And then if you're on those forearms, come back up onto the hands. Okay, if your back knee is down, bring it on up. Now, bring your right foot midway down on the mat, turned out. Turn onto the outside edge of your left foot. Left shoulder stacked over left wrist, right arm up, modified Vashisthasana. So you can stay here, stagger the feet, stack the feet, or perhaps go into Vrksasana legs, opening up. Great, and then wherever you are, let that right hand come down. If you're in Vrksasana, try to keep that leg there. We're going to inhale, exhale for cha, ta, ra, ga, dan, da, sa, na. Inhale, upward facing dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Roll shoulders, push up and back. Inhale that left leg back, push through the heel. On the exhale, left foot comes through to the outside of the left hand, knee over ankle. Okay, so again, too much for you, release that back knee down. Going deeper, back knee stays up, coming down onto the forearms, opening up that left leg. Great, and then if you're on your forearms, coming back up onto your hands, the back knee is down, bring it on up. Turn onto the outside edge of that right foot, and bring that left foot midway down on the mat, shoulder over wrist, arm is up, modified Vashisthasana. You can stay here, stagger, stack, or go for Vrksasana legs. Active in all limbs, that left arm is active. And then if you choose, left hand comes down, that left leg can stay up there in Vrksasana legs as we inhale, exhale for cha, ta, ra, ga, dun, da, sa, na. Inhaling up, we're facing dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Roll your shoulders, push up and back. Gazing at your hands, step, hop, look your feet forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, reverse swan dive all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, the arms up. Exhale, swan dive down. Lead with the chest. Inhale, halfway lift. Step back plank. Knees down or not. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Roll shoulders, push up and back. Inhale the right leg up, push through the heel. On the exhale, right foot comes through to right hand. Left foot comes out a little bit wider here if you choose at a 45-degree angle. Inhaling, coming up into Virabhadrasana 1. So you can have heel to heel. For me, my hips just feel a little bit better, and there's a little bit more space there. Okay? Then if you want, bringing those hands behind you, clasping them, inhaling, rolling your shoulder blades back, puffing your chest out, opening up here. And then you can stay here, or if you want, beginning to come forward. Come forward. Let those arms fall forward into ostrich pose. Opening up those shoulders. And then you can stay there if you want, coming in to airplane arms. So letting those arms come, that right arm come underneath the right leg, left arm out to the side and back behind. And then you can stay there if you want to try for the arm balance stay, you can. Getting those hands down, bending, coming out with that right leg first, and then bringing that left leg up. And then coming back, or if you want, you can float back, chaturanga. Inhale up. We're all going to meet back here in ostrich, and we're going to inhale, come on back. Hands come up. Bring those hands on down. Step. Right foot back to meet the left. Knees down or not. Exhale. Chaturanga. Inhale. Upward facing dog or cobra. Exhale. Downward facing dog. Roll shoulders. Push up and back. Inhaling that left leg up. Push through the heel. On the exhale, left foot comes through left hand. Again, right foot for me goes a little bit wider. 45 degrees. Inhaling, coming up. Virabhadrasana 1. Hips square towards the front here. Okay, shoulders roll back down and away. If you want, taking those hands, clasping them, and opening them up. Great, and then, if you want, on the exhale, beginning to come down, letting those shoulders come up over the head, all the way down into that ostrich pose. And maybe this is where you stay, or perhaps you go for those airplane arms. Left arm comes underneath left leg, right arm out back behind, about a 45-degree angle here. And perhaps you stay there, or if you want to try for the arm balance, hands down. Right leg goes back more. Left leg goes out first, and then that right leg comes up. And then if you want, you can float back, chaturanga. Inhale up, We all come back to here because we're together. Clasp those hands. Inhale. Rise up. Hands come up. Bring it on down. Step left foot back to meet the right. Knees down or not. Exhale. Chaturanga. Inhale. Upward facing dog or cobra. Exhale. Downward facing dog. Roll shoulders. Push up and back. Gazing at the hands. Step up. Float the feet forward. Inhale. Halfway lift. Exhale. Fold. Inhale. Reverse swan dive all the way up. Exhale. Hands to heart center. Inhale. Arms up. Exhale. Swan dive. Inhale. Halfway lift. Step back plank. Knees down or not. Exhale. Chaturanga. Inhale. Upward facing dog or cobra. Exhale. Downward facing dog. Rolling shoulders, pushing up and back. Inhaling that right leg up, bending the knee, stacking the hip, opening up. On the exhale, right knee comes behind, right wrist, right ankle comes behind, left wrist, top of that left foot goes down, baby steps you back. If you need a towel underneath the bum or block, do so on that right side. Toenails towards the knee here on that right leg. Keep those hips nice and open towards the front. Taking hold of the mat on either side. And then beginning to inhale and open up here. And maybe you're here, or if you want to try, you can bend that left leg, inhale that left arm up, back behind you, grab the inside of that left foot, and maybe you're here. Maybe you can get it to the elbow, and then bring that right arm up. Little tight I am today, for sure, I can feel that. Relaxing. And then releasing that hold. We all inhale, open, then bring those hands in front. Inhale, lengthen, exhale down to Sphinx arms. Inhale through the crown, exhale all the way down. Any pain in the right knee, just bring the right foot closer to the left hip. Not going deep enough where you're further away. And then inhaling, coming back up. Hands underneath the shoulders, okay? Curl your left toes under. Push up. Now the right knee can just go behind the left wrist. Or the right leg can go all the way out to that left side. Go onto the instep of that left foot. Inhale, left arm up, star pose. Open up here. Push through the feet as well as that right hand. Don't sink in. Lengthen out. Reach up. Great, then that left hand comes down. Inhale, right leg up to three-legged dog, bent knees, stacked hips, open up. You can stay here, doing a couple of hip circles. Or turn onto the outstep of that left foot. Let your right foot flip you. Wild thing. Open up, push through the feet again. Left leg is straight, right leg is bent. And then that right hand comes down, right leg comes down. Knees down or not, exhale. Chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog, roll shoulders, push up and back, feet together. Inhale, left leg up, bend knee, stack hip, open up. On the exhale, left foot sweeps through to the outside of that right ankle, which is that right ankle, left knee behind the left wrists. Right knee down, top of right foot down. Baby step it back. Toenails towards the knee. Open up those hips. Okay, again, using a block if you need, okay? Listening to your body, taking hold of the mat on either side as we begin to inhale and open up. Great, and then you can stay there if you want. Bending that right knee, inhaling that right arm up, back behind you, taking hold of the inside of that right foot. And maybe you're there, or maybe you can get it into that elbow. And then maybe inhaling that left arm up to take hold. If you have that hold, release it. We all inhale back one more time, just to kind of straighten out a little bit. And then on the exhale, coming down to Sphinx arms. Inhale through the crown, exhale all the way down, making any adjustments you need here. Great, and then inhaling, coming back up, hands underneath the shoulders. Curl your right toes under, push up. Your left knee can just go behind your right wrist and open up here. Or left leg all the way out to the right side. Instep of that right foot, inhale. Right arm up, star. Again, use the feet as well as the hand. Don't sink in. Lengthen and reach up. Take up space. And then bringing that right hand down. Inhaling left leg up to three-legged dog. Bent knee, stacked hip. You can stay there circling or turn onto the outside of that right foot. Left foot will flip you. Wild thing. Open it up. And then that left hand comes down, left foot comes down. Knees down or not. Exhale. Chaturanga. Inhale. Upward facing dog or cobra. Pull forward. Open up. Exhale. Downward facing dog. Roll shoulders. Push up and back. Gazing at the hands. Step, hop, float the feet forward. Inhaling. Halfway lift. Exhale. Fold. Inhale. Reverse swan dive all the way up. Exhale. Hands to heart center. Inhale. Those arms up. Exhale, swan dive down, lead with the chest. Inhale, halfway lift, step back plank. Knees down or not, exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog or cobra, pull forward, open up. Exhale, downward facing dog, roll shoulders, push up and back. Gazing at the hands, floating through to a seated position. Coming down onto your back here, okay? Feet close to the sit bones. You can always have a block in between your knees here if you want. Arms are at your side, okay? Pushing through the heels and the outside edges of the feet. Internally rotating those knees as we inhale, lifting up into bridge. Pushing the sternum, the middle of the rib cage, up back behind the head. So you can stay here, you know, if that feels comfortable for you. Or rolling one shoulder underneath you, then the other, clasping the hands, opening up. Always using the inhales in back bends to find more space. And then unclasping your hands, letting one shoulder unroll, then the other coming down with control from shoulders to tailbone, one vertebrae at a time. Taking a moment there in neutral spine, just letting it stay there, not bringing the knees in. Great, and then you have the option here to either go into bridge again, or if Urdhva Dhanasana, wheel pose, is available to you, you can go into wheel, just making sure that you never hang out on the head in wheel. It's just an intermittent step. Okay, so for wheel, feet are close to the sit bones. We're going to bring those hands towards our ears, or next to our ears, with the fingertips facing towards our shoulders. We let our elbows fall out wide, and then bring them up behind us, and we roll our shoulder blades down our back. Okay, so you'll feel them kind of like tuck in. Imagining a block in between your elbows that you cannot drop. You inhale up to the head, and then you inhale all the way up. Make sure the feet are facing forward. Using the inhales here, finding the space and breathing. Otherwise, we are in bridge. And then if you're in wheel, we bend the elbows, slide the head towards the hand. Hair is always an issue in this one. And then you're back into bridge with everyone else. Take a few breaths there for a second. And then coming down again slowly, one vertebrae at a time, from shoulders to tailbone. Taking a few breaths there in neutral spine. If you choose here, you can bring those feet out wide on the mat. And on the exhale, let the knees rock to one side. Inhale, come back up to center. Exhale, over to the other side. Great, and then on the exhale, bring those knees into your chest, cross your ankles, hands behind your knees. Or actually, let's not cross the ankles if you choose. So trying to keep the knees into the chest, not crossed ankles. We're going to rock up either into Navasana, which is boat pose, or into seated pose with the feet on the ground first. Okay, so exhale, inhale, rock on up. Okay, so now we're here. Okay, and then perhaps we're going to bring those arms out. Keeping the knees bent on this variation. You can either stay here, or obviously you can go into standard Navasana. Or taking the hands to the ears, just to the ears, okay, on the exhale, opposite elbow to knee, straighten out that arm, and then inhale, come back to center, exhale, other side. Any pain in the back? Just put the feet down and just hold. One more on each side. Great, releasing down, great. Okay, bringing those legs, or that right leg out, left leg in. Remove the flesh, push through your right heel. Inhale your arms up, exhale, hinge forward at the hips, coming into Janu, Sirsasana. Okay, you can always use a strap here. Remember, inhaling, lengthening, exhaling, folding. If there's pain behind the knee, just bend the knee slightly. You want to stay in discomfort here, but not pain. Great, then reaching through those hands, inhaling those arms up, bringing them next to you. Left leg goes out, right leg comes in, remove the flesh. Okay, squaring yourself with that left leg. Inhale those arms up. Exhale, hinge forward. Janu Sirsasana. Staying in discomfort and breathing until it becomes comfortable. And then reaching through those hands, inhaling your arms up, bringing them next to you, bringing those feet out wide on the mat, scooting your bum forward, coming down onto your back. Left leg goes out straight. On the exhale, right knee comes into your chest, hug it in. Nice and tight, releasing the feet here. Okay, just make sure the feet are relaxed. Holding that right leg with your left arm, taking your right arm out to T formation. Turn and gaze, look over at your right arm, inhale. Exhale, releasing right leg to left, keeping right shoulder down, single leg, supine twist. And then inhaling, coming back up, releasing that right leg out. On the exhale, left knee into your chest, hug it in, nice and tight. Left arm comes out to your left side in T formation, turn and gaze, inhale. Exhale, release left leg to right, keeping left shoulder down. Great, inhaling, coming back up, bringing both knees into your chest wide. Okay, and then letting those feet come out on the mat, knees bent, feet wide. Arms are at your side with the palms facing up. Let your right leg begin to become heavy as it opens up towards the floor. When your left hip shifts, right leg slides out straight, foot flopping. Left knee heavy, opens up towards the floor. When the right hip shifts, left leg slides out straight, foot flopping. Closing your eyes if you feel comfortable doing so. 4, Shavasana. Final relaxation. Corpse pose. Deep inhales, deep exhales. Strength is the medicine for the world's disease. Strength is the medicine which the poor must have when tyrannized over by the rich. Strength is the medicine that the ignorant must have when oppressed by the learned. And it is the medicine that sinners must have when tyrannized over by other sinners. Tyrannized. And nothing gives such strength as this idea of monism. Nothing makes us so moral as this idea of monism. Nothing makes us work so well at our best and highest as when all the responsibility is thrown upon ourselves. If the whole responsibility is thrown upon our own shoulders, we shall be at our highest and best, and we have nobody to grope toward, no one to blame, no one to carry our burdens, when we are alone responsible. Then we shall rise to our highest and best. Everybody taking a really big inhale here, expanding out the belly. Open up your mouth, side out, let it go. And then wiggling your toes and wiggling your fingers, rolling your ankles, rolling your wrists, bringing your knees into your chest and hugging them in, hugging yourself. And then when you're ready, rolling over onto your right side, into fetal position. And taking a moment there. Taking a moment for yourself, with yourself, by yourself. Love yourself. And then when you're ready, placing your left hand on the floor in front of your face and using that to help you push up and come into Sukhasana, easy pose, cross-legged pose. Thank you all for joining me this morning. As always, I had a wonderful time. The quote at the end, it's from Vivekananda. It describes where we are now. We have a lot on our own shoulders that we need to take responsibility for. Our own health is fully in our own hands. We will rise higher because we all need to rise higher individually. Have a wonderful, glorious Saturday. Go out there and enjoy the weather if you're in the Northeast. Namaste.